Okay. All right, sweet. Yeah, totally. No worries. Okay, yeah, 603 for me. Okay, I got another screen going here too, so. All right, sounds good.
Yo, check. We're live. Let's go. Camera frozen again. I don't know why. All of my issues seem to go in cycles. A group of issues shows up and stays for about a week, and then it goes away. And I don't know why it was here in the first place. Welcome, everybody. Nate Albaugh here in the house, high school football coach out of Illinois. Year number 20 for me. We're in our final week of the season. Hey, rocking my new hat out of Utah. That's Sky Ridge High School in Lehi, Utah, which is greater Salt Lake City area. My wife and I went out to Salt Lake City this weekend, had a blast together, and had a couple real good meals. Ate at the Blue Iguana, downtown Salt Lake City. That was very good. Probably the best meal I had, though, was grilling out with Cody Gardner. That's at Cody_Gardner. Look him up on Twitter. He runs a little YouTube show called Cover 2 Barbecue that I got to be on. I made my Chewbacca sandwiches, which is a silly name I made up for my chicken bacon guacamole sandwich. It's like a guacamole spread. Can't go wrong with it, really, if you're a non-master griller like myself. It's right up my alley, and the sandwiches were solid. Now, they didn't compare to what Cody made. Cody makes some legit stuff on the grill. I could not do that, or I did not do that. But we cooked out at probably the most gorgeous estate I've probably been to. Gorgeous home, many acres at the foot of the mountains in Park City. Ridiculous home, not gorgeous home, ridiculous home. With this sweet backyard, overlooking the mountains. And what a great way to spend an afternoon. And then packed up from there with Cody G and his staff and drove right back down the mountain to hit Sky Ridge. And that's where I saw John Lehman and his staff. Some stuff that is really good, guys. I mean, really good. Like, they're technically a three front, but they're really multiple. John Lehman's been there for several years now, and Sky Ridge. The school's 5 years old, and they've played in two state titles. How about that for you, right? Like, that's what Sky Ridge is doing out in Utah. Utah has some ridiculous talent going on. The three schools I visited, I believe they said there's 20 kids with FBS offers. 20. within the 3 schools that I visited. Like that's ridiculous amount of talent in that area, isn't it? Well, welcome everybody. Be sure to check in. Let us know where you're watching from. Got David Thomason in the house tonight, high school coach out of Oregon. Any of you guys that hang out with us on a regular basis, you'll recognize his name. He's in the chat with us a lot. He's a wing T coach at a small high school, so you know he speaks my language, man. And I've learned a ton about offense lately, but there's no doubt that the wing T still holds that special place in my heart. And I often wonder, what am I going to do when I get my chance to call plays again, whenever that may come? What will I do? Will I stay wing T? I know it really well. I really enjoy it, man. It's like I identify with it some. But I don't want to just be old and stodgy and stubborn, right? And not be willing to change or change with the times. I mean, there's a lot of good offensive stuff going out there. There's some advantages of the wing T. Maybe we'll bring on David Thomason to talk about some of those with you guys. Guys, again, thanks for joining me. Nate Allbaugh here, high school football coach in Illinois. And we're here, man. It's April Lives. Tomorrow night's our last one. Jonathan Guess in the house. 5-time returning state champ out of Georgia in the house tomorrow night. Thanks for joining us here live tonight with David Thomason. Again, check in when you get here. Let us know where you're watching from. Let's go meet Coach Thomason. Here we go. Over to Zoom. I'm still having that same old issue where my own camera keeps going out. So Coach Thomason may not be able to see me, but you guys will be able to see me nonetheless. Coach Thomason, how are you? I'm going to switch my screen over so the guys can see you. How are you, man?
Doing good. Doing real good.
Man, good to have you. And tell us how you guys played this spring, correct?
Yeah, we got 4.5 games or 4.5 games or so in. We had a 2-quarter scrimmage kind of thing too.
Okay, so you knew it was only going to be 2 quarters when you went into it.
Yeah. We did pretty good. There wasn't an official league title, but if there was, we would have won it. So that makes 5 of the last 6 years. So we're doing all right.
Dang, man. Now, how long have you been at, and what's the name of your high school? Coquille?
Yeah, it's Coquille High School.
Coquille.
Yeah. We're the Red Devils. I've been here since, I started as a assistant in 2007, took over the reins as the head coach in 2009. Been here ever since.
Wow, good for you. And you call the offense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's up, Larry out of Georgia? So you call the offense. Do you call the defense as well, or do you have another guy that calls the defense?
I have another guy that calls the defense. Now, I got a real small staff. There's like 3 of us all together.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, it's all, we all help each other out. If you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was telling the guys on before I brought you on, if I ever get my chance to call plays again, right? I'm in a tough place. I don't know what to do. My heart lays with the wing T. Most of my knowledge lays with the wing T. But the world tells me to run something else. There's a lot that I like about the other stuff too. There's a lot. I mean, I like sitting in the gun and being able to read stuff. You know, the advantages of the wing T for me are, I'm under center, I can attack right now.
Yep.
I like that. I like hiding the ball. I like that. I like turning my back. The disadvantage is I can't read it as much as a guy out of the gun can. What were your reasons for going wing T and sticking with it? Real quick before you get to it. Kyle Wurtelman in the house. Welcome, Coach, out of Coquille, Minnesota.
Well, first of all, whatever you do, Coach, you got to run trap. Whether shotgun or not, you got to run trap. But no, when I first got started, I was actually running the defense. I'd only been coaching for 4 years when I became the head coach. And so I brought in a guy and I asked him if he could coach the offense. He said, "What do you want to run?" I said, "Whatever you know." He knew wing T. So we started with the wing T. And I got to tell you, the small school where we don't get those athletes that you can put on the edge, the wing T has been great to us. We got small linemen. We can block at angles. We use deception like crazy. We experimented with the shotgun stuff for a couple of years and would go back and forth under center. But lately I've been really following the idea of KISS, right? Keep it simple, stupid. So we've been cutting out of the playbook hard. Now we're a single formation. We'll have tags like X over or whatever, but we're always going to be with our tight end and our wing on one flank. They're never going to go somewhere else. So everybody, we just learn everything so much faster. And it's not like we're giving anything away as far as, oh, they're lined up this way, they're going to run this play, because everything looks the same.
Well, Jordan Hopman in the house out of LSA, Decatur, Illinois, leader of a 5-0 squad, and a big game coming up, Jordan Hopman. Good luck this weekend. We know that your guys have got to be geared up. His squad's ranked 4th in the state. They play the team ranked 3rd in the state in 8-man football here in Illinois. And I got to see Coach Hopman's team play in person, and they're legit. They're legit. I'm excited about this game this weekend. Excited for you, Coach Hopman. So, if you did have the dudes on the edge, what would you do? Because I was the head coach at a pretty big school. We had a couple special kids on the edge. We still ran the wing T. Not everybody was happy with me about that, right? I had some people who were not happy with me about that. We still had a lot of success. But was I doing a disservice because I had some talented kids on the edge?
I don't think you're doing a disservice if you're using them.
We
right,
were.
There's two sides of the ball. Really, what would I do if I had a whole bunch of studs up and down? I'd probably go shotgun wing T, honestly, because I'm more comfortable with the wing T. I have a lot of experience with it. Sure, option would be a lot of fun, but I really like the deception that the wing T offers, even out of shotgun. It's not as great as under center, but there's still a lot. You can still get off counter crisscross and shotgun, and that play is so much fun, and the kids love it.
Yeah, crisscross is my baby. I cannot talk for the life of me. I can't talk our current head coach into crisscross. One of these days. I tell you, man, I don't know that I would. I'm not gonna lie. For me, I feel like I do think that one day I'll get a chance to call plays again. For me, I kind of feel like it's either wing T under center, or I'm going away from wing T concepts, right? And I'll go gun, probably counter tray power, a lot of perimeter screens. That's for me. Like, when it comes to wing T stuff, buck sweep and whatnot, like, I just want to be under center when I run it, trap and all this, right?
Sure.
I just feel like the nature of the wing T changes so much when you lose trap.
You're right. And shotgun, the trap out of shotgun, we just could never make it work.
It's different. Now, there is one team in Illinois, Moreau Forsyth. So I can't say it can't be done because they're phenomenal and I watch them do it. I can't quite figure out how they're still getting away with trap in the gun, but it's not the same.
No, it's not. Boom in your face. And that's how our trap is. It hits so dang fast that most of the guys don't even know the ball's been snapped. It's so fast.
Well, let's not waste any more time. We're going to go watch a little film. Well, that's my email. Let's pull up film. I'm guessing you guys are here in the red and white. Is that right?
That's right. We're an away team here, yeah.
I am on play number. Now, you've got it pulled up on another screen. I'm on play number 2.
Okay.
And is this ODK'd for us?
Should be.
It is. All right, I'm going to go sort this for offense. Play number 2, coach's team, Coquille, right? Coquille?
Coquille Red Devils, yep.
In the white, the Red Devils, Jake Henry in the house. You can do all those wing T things out of the gun and gain RPOs off the wing T series. I hear you, Jake. I hear you, man. Just like, that's what Kenny Simpson's so big on. And some of his RPO stuff is just nasty. In fact, I sat in on something by Rick Stewart. Again, the RPOs, they really are nasty. That's what draws me to it. But in all honesty, I feel like some of the RPOs are just nastier and simpler to just run them off power and counter tray. Because again, buck sweep is so expensive. You see what I'm saying, Coach Thomason? Like that was like my main reason for going. If I do go gun, I think I'll leave buck sweep behind because buck sweep is so much more expensive than power and counter tray.
Yeah, it is. There's another reason we like under center, aside from all of the benefits of deception and small guys. We're, as crow flies, we're about 14 miles from the Pacific Ocean. So we get quite a bit of rain and we have a natural grass field. So that shotgun snap and those RPOs, quick out, they go right through the hands of some guys. So handing the ball off and running the ball in the weather is a lot more efficient for us anyways.
Campos in the house out of Carbondale, Illinois. Welcome. Jake Henry's out of Hillsboro, Oregon. You know where Hillsboro is?
Oh, yeah. Up
Jordan Hopman says, all you need, trap, power, counter, and power. Throw power in there twice. Well, let's start watching some film. Here's the thing. I love debating it, but I understand that, like, I don't think I can be right. You know what I mean? There's really not, I don't know that there's a wrong way, but it's still really fun to debate. So here you are, tight end, bottom of the screen, split out, top of the screen.
Yep, 100 formation in Delaware speak.
Buck sweet, baby. Now, do you use Delaware speak?
Not in our numbering. We do kind of, and not really. We don't go by the series. So, like, for example, this play for us would be 141 buck sweep. So, yeah, we got the 100 for the formation. We got 1 for the hole, but we number our backs as 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know, quarterbacks 1, wings 2.
Coach, do I see 3. A layered handoff there?
Yes, you do. That's all we do.
What? Let's go. What inspired the layered handoff?
The deception that comes along with it. I mean, I was watching some T formation stuff out of Michigan, and it looked really cool. So we.
How long you been doing that?
4 years now.
I'll tell you what, man. This tailback's good.
Yes, yeah, he's legit.
Jeez, what a horse, man. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next play. Play number 3. Jeez, man, 22 just lowered his head and go. Now your fullback's doing the same thing.
Yep. Trap.
Man, Coach, you got some dudes back there.
This year we did, yeah. In our short little, I think it was 5-game season, with 5.5 game season, our back, the number 22 was over 1,000 yards. Gosh,
fellas, what else do you see there? I noticed that you just got off the ball without even putting your hands down. So is this like some sort of a quick count?
Well, you'll notice, if you guys pay attention, you'll notice that every one of those offensive players has a wrist coach on there. And it not only is telling them what to do, what their assignment is, that they don't look at it half the time, they'll figure out what the play is by midseason. But it also tells them the count. And we have learned for a long, long time, we've tried to go on 2. We can't seem to do it. So we go on first sound, and we go on the S of set.
Okay.
So ready, set, go is how our cadence is. So either first sound, so we're in our stance like that on trap, or on the S of set.
I like that. At least it gives you something different. That's an area where I need to get better. I have some guys that swear to me that, I mean, they're like, yeah, we go on 2 a lot. In fact, who was that? Was that Dave Poltrock? Like, they're just like, you got to keep repping it. I've never been able to do it, or maybe I've never been patient enough to coach it.
Yeah, I think that's my problem. I'm not patient enough.
Play number 4.
Play number 4. All right, gotcha.
Okay, Coach, next question for you.
Yeah.
Is your quarterback left-handed?
He is.
Okay.
No, pardon me. He is not. He's right-handed.
Okay.
And this is a conversation that we've had.
Let's
I know
hear
what
it.
You're going to ask. Why am I not 900 to make it easy for him to throw, coming to the right rather than rolling to the left, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when we went to this single formation look 2 years ago, we had a running back that had a bad left knee. So we didn't want him planting for Buck on his left knee, so we had to go right. And he graduated last year, so we didn't think about it with the short season and everything happening so quick.
Sure.
Or we would flip it. We're flipping it for next year.
Oh, you are going to flip it for next year?
Yeah, we got a right-handed quarterback, and we're going to flip over with the tight end wing back on the left.
Now, did I ever tell you the answer I got for that out of Peoria, Notre Dame here in Illinois?
I probably heard it.
So Peoria, Notre Dame they might run the wing tee, the true wing tee, better than anyone else in the state. I mean, they are single formation, 2 tights, just a machine. And they're a bigger school too, right? So they play in 6A out of 8 in Illinois. And I asked their coaches finally, because I was wing tee team 2 at the time. We were at the all-conference meeting, and I said, I got to ask you a question. Why do you guys run wing right? Your quarterback's been right-handed as long as I've played you, and you boot left. He said, our OC says we run wing right because wing left looks stupid. That was it. That was the whole reason.
Enough said.
And I said, oh, well, that explains it. So I thought maybe you thought it looked stupid too. All right, nice little boot.
Yeah.
You made it look easy, Coach.
Yeah, we'd like our tight end to be a little closer to the line of scrimmage. We don't want him that deep.
Yeah, you're really getting 2 drags in here.
Yeah.
Do you ever hit that higher guy?
Yes, we do, and that's why we want that tight end to go in front of the linebackers and bait them.
Oh, okay, and hit the deeper one over the top of it.
If it's there, right.
All right, I'm on to play 5, Coach. On to play 5.
Gotcha, belly.
Boom, there's that layered handoff. Did you guys have any growing pains with that layered handoff?
We ref it so dang much. When we went to it, it's an EDD. Every day we're doing it. Yeah, we've had a couple of transfer kids that come in and want to do this.
Yeah.
And that has been the bigger issue, not our guys, but the guys that transfer in and during the first couple of weeks when we're repping it. But we haven't lost a fumble in a ball game because of the layered handoff.
Man, you guys are mowing these guys right now.
Yeah.
Sheesh, nice little belly. You get the cross block. You guys see that little cross block in here? Down block, kick out.
Now, if we had an odd front or something like that, we'd probably fan it, or on block or whatever you want to call it.
Woo!
But against this even front, cross blocking, that's the name of the game.
On to play 6. I mean, if you just ran it down their throat for 20.
Yep.
And you just call it again. I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
Boom.
Went off the script on that one. The belly cranked off 20, so might as well.
Oh, are you a scripter?
Yeah, my first 12 plays I script.
I know. Why 12? Why 12?
It's just because that's the table that I pulled up when I was creating my play call sheet.
Okay.
But I hardly ever get to play 12. Sometimes I don't get to play 5. It's if something's working and they're not adjusting, then we're going to come back and scrap the script and do what we need to do.
Yeah. Guys in the chat, first of all, welcome. If anybody's here hasn't checked in yet, we'd love to hear where you're watching from. Please check in. If you haven't left us a thumbs up, hey, might as well ask you to do that too. And if you're really feeling friendly, click that share button. Let them know on Twitter that you're hanging out with us tonight. Myself, Nate Allbaugh, and David Thomason. Coach Thomason, I have your Twitter, don't I?
I don't have Twitter, so you don't.
I was wondering, I was looking tonight, I'm like, why can't I find his Twitter? Okay, Coach Thomason's not on Twitter, maybe one of these days.
Maybe. People keep telling me I should. I do have a YouTube channel. That's about as fancy as I get, where I put up some clips of our offense for guys to
there you go.
at.
What's that? How do we find that?
Just David Thomason on YouTube should pop up. Earlier in this week, I was sending some film and talking to a guy in Virginia. Castlewood, I think is where it was. Castlewood, Virginia.
Perfect. Look him up, fellas. Look him up. If you get a chance, throw it in the chat there, Coach. I don't know if you have it pulled up at the same time. But...
yeah, I could probably do that.
All right, we're on to play number 13. Boom. Now, see, the last time you ran buck sweep, I think it was this guy, this stand-up guy, really gave your wing fits, and you ended up, the guard went around your wing, and the ball went inside the wing, still turned out in a 10-yard gain, but this time now your wing skips him.
Well, now we're running down, and we're running down from heavy.
Oh, this isn't even buck sweep. Look at that.
Nope.
You bring the back over. Look at that. I need to look closer. So we got the back over on the same side, and now you just go down, kick. That's belly G in some languages.
We call it down because we're a one formation. So we got belly to the weak, we've got down to the strong. So we're calling it down, even though we're blocking it almost exactly like belly.
Now, if this were buck sweep on 13, would your wing take that stand-up guy?
We tell our wing that he's on railroad tracks and he needs to block down. If this guy crosses his path, then we block him. If he doesn't, leave him for the kick out.
Okay, got it. All right, next play. I'm on to play 14.
So just regular belly.
Yep.
And you see 22, he's not just a runner, he's got a good lead block here.
Man, oh man, he just throws the kid down.
Yeah. He's his whole family is loaded.
Wow. Hey, do you ever run belly sweep?
We did last year when number 22 was playing our wing, because his older brother was our 4. So we ran some belly sweep, but I think I heard you even say it once before. I think somebody was interviewing you and they asked you why you run belly sweep and not belly keep pass. You say because they attack the same spot. We're more efficient at running belly keep pass this year, so we scrapped with the short season. We scrapped belly sweep and we went with keep pass. Yeah,
like you said, you were looking for ways to take something out.
Yep.
And if you why have two things that attack the same thing? Good, man, this guy, hey, you know what I like, David, is that you know your whys, right? You're like, hey, yes, I know what you're going to ask, and here is why.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about the wing tee, right?
That's right.
It's loaded with if-then.
Yes.
Everything's got an answer. That's another one of the things I really love about it. If they're doing this, then I can do this. It's simple.
Now you go heavy again, so we got the extra back down here.
Right.
And now this one goes a little haywire, a little quick pitch.
This one doesn't go well at all, no. Both the wing and the tight end should be just trying to reach that 52. And although they put contact on them, they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, they both give up on it, don't they?
If they had stuck with that kid, I think we'd have a much better play.
Man, that quarterback really slings that out there.
Yeah. We tried to have him open straight to the play instead of reverse.
Uh-huh.
He couldn't pitch it out there like that, though, with that velocity. So
he needed that momentum.
It breaks keys, and it gives away what we're doing, but the play should hit so fast that it wouldn't matter.
All right, play 16, back to some buck sweep. Boom, boom. Boy, that one's clean. That is clean. Boy, that... Jeez.
Yeah, the dude's got some talent.
Coach, this kid's... Look at this run. Look at this Walter Payton-esque slide step.
Yeah.
Dude. Wow. That kid's good.
He's real good. And he's only a junior. I get him one more year.
Let's go. Hey, Coach, this kid better carry the ball.
Oh, yeah.
25 times a game. Look at that. What do you guys think? Do you ever, coaches in the chat, let me know, do you ever count carries for a kid? So I've always been big that I don't want to count, I don't want to worry about statistics, right? But when I get a kid that I know is super special, sometimes I'll have a coach count carries because what I want to know is if it's under a blank number, right, whatever I set early, I'm not giving the kid the ball enough. Like you know what I mean? Like almost like to hold me accountable. I want this number at the end of the first quarter. And they're like, for us, our last guy we did that with, we called him Munchie. And we said, and, my guy would tell me, Coach, Munchie's only carried the ball 3 times. And I'm like, right? That's a problem, right? He's so special. That's a problem. Anybody in the chat ever count numbers or count carries or anything like that for a similar reason? Jordan Hopman says, Coach, how big is your squad enrollment-wise?
We got about 220 kids in the building, and we had about 23 players this year. 23
total?
Yeah.
Man, that is a awfully good kid when you only get 22 to choose from.
Yeah.
Goodness.
And my staff and I, we all know how lucky we are to have them around.
Hey, you might want to count carries. Just have you ever done that before?
Not during a ball game. Obviously, when we're looking at statistics after the game, we're seeing how many carries our fullback, our wingback, and our foreback have gotten, because we want them to be about the same. We want every position to get about the same amount of carries in a regular year.
Right.
This year's a little different. We didn't have a whole lot of time to put in a lot of our wingback counter plays in.
Right.
As long as the fullback and the halfback are getting similar amounts of carries, which it turns out that my fullback's carrying the ball as much as my foreback is carrying. Or my halfback.
All right, we go boot.
Oh yeah.
Linebacker makes a nice play, nice little drop, and picks it off.
So again, the tight end gets too much depth. And actually, the quarterback told me after the play that defender got behind the tight end and he couldn't see him when he threw the ball. So it's good play defensively, but like I said, we want that guy to be in front of the linebackers, not behind him. Look how, I mean, those guys, the wing back and the tight end could hold hands at the beginning of the play.
Right.
Across the field. Not okay.
All right, on to play 33, Coach. Sorry.
Okay.
You are buried now.
Yeah, we're in the back. We picked it off down there, I believe.
All right, now we go X over.
Yeah, X over.
X over, buck sweep. Give it to the dude.
Yeah, the dude, for sure. I think this isn't one of the better buck sweeps of this game.
Boom, boom.
It gets a little better, I think, as we get towards midfield on this
Right.
play, though.
You know, and this is the second time that's happened. Your wing is taking that stand-up, but then the guard's going around the stand-up.
Yeah. Yeah, we made some adjustments and it ended up working a little better. And
Still a great play.
Traps, the next play is always good. So.
Boom. Nice little trap.
Yeah.
And it's on first sound.
First sound, yeah. That's why they're in their ready position rather
I
than
like
set.
that. Gonna get some quick pitch.
Yeah, X over quick pitch. Give them a little more room.
Oh, now you go quick pitch to the basically the open side of the formation.
Right. Now, you'll notice we did this just to keep them honest. If you look at the play at the snap, they've got 3 guys over there waiting for this play because we've hurt some people with this play this year. So we wanted to keep them honest and make them keep those defenders over there so we can run some other stuff. That's why we called this play. And we still get 8 yards out of it.
On to 36. Now we go down.
Heavy.
Out of that heavy, you're calling it heavy. That back strong. Boom. Very nice.
Could have stayed on the kick out block a little longer. We had a freshman, a sophomore, a first year starting senior, a junior, and another first year junior on the line of scrimmage. Our tight end was also a freshman. So we were real young.
We got a good question just came in from Jake Henry. Says, just curious, why go X over? What are the things you're looking to gain? Also, what do you run? Do you run any tackle over?
Okay, so good. We did run some tackle over when we started going with the unbalanced formation. But there's a guy in your neck of the woods. I want to say his name's Connor. He's not at a wing T school, but he knows his wing T stuff. And I was talking to him, and he was saying, look, how hard is it to train a tight end or an X receiver just to go to the other side of the formation? What about taking a tackle and moving him over to the other side? There's more training that goes on there. So we go X over because it's a lot easier of an adjustment. We want to go X over, especially against odd fronts, because now they got to make a decision. Are they going to scoop their odd front to get more balance to strength? Or are they going to stay balanced so that they honor that weak side? We want to see how they adjust. And a lot of teams, this team decided to stay balanced against our uneven look, right? So we're going to run at that strength. We got more guys at the point of attack than they will. If they shifted all their dudes over that way, well, now I'm going to start running keep pass. I'm going to run belly. I'm going to run, if I had a jet this year, I'd run jet, right? To take advantage of them overloading. That's what we're looking for.
Nice, man. All right, there you go, Coach Henry. You got a good answer out of that. Play 37.
Yeah, it's a sack. So as you guys, I'm sure all know, you wing T guys know, passes got to be now. They got to be now on the play action because you're not teaching your guys how to block, pass block. And if you look at the route of the heavy back, the back that's over heavy, or 22, he's trying to get vertical up the seam, and the quarterback's staring him down the whole freaking time.
Yeah.
The tight end's open almost immediately. So it's a kid being a kid looking for a big play.
Yeah, sure. Does he have a read in this play?
Well, he's supposed to look to tight end, and if tight end's not open, then he can look at the seam.
Okay, sure.
But he's wanting the money play. He's a senior quarterback. It's his last game ever.
Hey, I get it. Let's go
Yeah.
big. All right, play 38.
Okay, this is a good buck.
Boom, boom. Yeah, both buck sweeps have been better when you don't get a piece of that stand-up end. Coach, your carries better not be balanced next year. There is no way you can balance carries with this kid. Why ever, and I'm just kind of talking to myself and the guys in the chat. If this kid is on your team, do not balance carries. Jeez, this kid, he might need to carry the ball 30 times a game, Coach.
Yeah, well, sometimes that happens.
Coach, look at that stiff arm.
Yeah. He's got a wicked stiff arm. Yeah.
This kid is the truth.
It's brutal.
Listen, okay, a couple years ago, I'm going to say 10 years ago now, there's a school in Illinois, large school, 7A, Glenbard West. And Glenbard West had this kid, tailback going, I think he was going to Vanderbilt. His name was Sam Brodner. And they're a wing T base team, but they had Brodner. And they get to the state title game, and the whole game was just Brodner, trap, Brodner, trap, Brodner, play action pass, Brodner. Right, and it was like, you could see all the different ways. Like, we'll just switch this like this and give it to Brodner. We'll switch this like this, give it to Brodner. This kid is electric, man. Mm-hmm. How big is he?
He's like 6'1", 200 pounds.
Coach, I can't wait to hear from you in a year. I want to know if this kid is getting how many touches you're giving him, and is it balanced?
Well, a lot of games we got into because we're a little better than some of our competition. I can't give it to him too much. You know what I mean? He's gotten a 16-yard average, I think, this year, and it's just. If I gave it to him, we'd hit the 35-point rule in Oregon. And
it's only 35 in Oregon, huh?
Yeah, this year.
Hey, okay. Well, if you want to keep it close, yes, give it to not him.
No, I just wanted to get my JVs in the second half, give him some time.
Hey, play 45, back to boot.
Okay.
And we're over time, so we'll finish with this drive here.
Okay, no problem.
Anybody in the chat, any questions, let us know. If you guys know this kid's parents and he wants to come to Illinois and play at Tolono Unity, let us know.
His brother's playing for Southern Oregon.
Is he really?
Now. Yep.
Look at this. Go ahead. Then we're going to talk about Play 45.
Yeah, Play 45, right.
Oh, okay. So look at this. You go boo, but this X comes across the field.
Yeah, he and the quarterback decided, they're both seniors, they're both buddies. They decided to drop in the mud what they were going to run. He should have been running a post corner, but he noticed that the corner sitting over him was just backpedaling straight back. So he said, I'm going to run a corner or a post. Hit me on that.
QB has nice little ball, man. Nice arm.
Yep.
Nice ball.
Pitcher.
Nice job staying up. Nice. All right, play 46. Trap. Good action by your quarterback halfback. I like the burst by your halfback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can even see 56, the trapper there. We could really dig out even like a 2-tech.
Yeah, I like that. I like him digging. You can see him getting upfield to get that trapped. All right, 47.
All right. It ends on a bad play or a fumble, but it's still a good play until the fumble. A little counter.
Yes.
Down counter.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right.
You guys just went 99 yards.
Yeah. And they end up scoring on this. They get a touchback out of it. So they get a score out of it.
Oh, 99 yards you guys went. Nice little counter play. Yeah. Now, do you guys run crisscross?
This year we did not. Just because of the time that we had, we just didn't have enough time, I didn't think, to put the whole offense in the way we normally would.
I hear you.
So we're trying to pare everything down. Next year we'll definitely have counter crisscross back in there because, like I said, it's a fun play to watch. Defenses, a lot of them don't know how to deal with it at first, and the kids love it. They just love it.
Man. Now, Coach, here's another question for you as we end here. So we're about to sign off. Guys in the chat, thanks so much for joining us. Anybody that's here that hasn't checked in yet, let us know where you're watching from. If you haven't left us a thumbs up, please do. We'd really appreciate it. Got David Thomason here out of Oregon. Coquille High School in Oregon, a small high school. He's got a tailback that is the truth. Coach, what do you do with him next year? Where's the best place? Where can you give him the ball the most? Fullback? Do you leave him at halfback because that's where he's played? What are you thinking?
Well, we tried him at fullback, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a fast fullback. He just does so much better in space. Not that, I mean, you saw that he can run people over.
Yeah.
But he just does so much more in space. And with belly keep pass instead of belly sweep, now we can start padding some passing stats, which I've had reporters come up to me this year going, Coach, you've been throwing the ball. What's going on? You feeling okay? But when we got guys like that, then, why aren't we throwing the ball to them? Gunner there against another team earlier in the season had a 92-yard reception for a touchdown. Just burns past everybody. So, I mean, if he had 1,000 yards in 5.5 games, why the hell would I move him?
Yeah, he's stinking good, man. Well, I'll tell you what, you got a lot of good football players on that team. That's exciting, looking for a big year out of Coquille next year, Coach.
That's right.
You got a good-looking squad, man. Well, thanks so much for joining us. I'm going to check in one last time with our guys in my chat. Come back to you, see if you have any closing thoughts. Guys in the chat, tomorrow night, I believe, is our last live of April. We hope you'll consider coming back and joining us. Got Jonathan Guess in the house out of Elka, Eagles Landing Christian Academy in McDonough, Georgia. So hope you'll come back and say hi. He's a gun team, a lot of jet out of gun, doing some creative stuff, and he's got some special dudes as well. So we hope you'll come check in with us. Be sure to leave us a like and a follow, of course. Subscribe and look us up on Twitter at The Chief Pigskin. And also, last but not least, we got some big videos coming out from our Utah trip that we just took this past weekend. First one coming out is from Coach Micah Hunsaker about their offense. Very multiple and throw the heck out of the ball. So I think you'll like this one coming out. Coach, any closing thoughts before we say goodbye?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for what you're doing. I really enjoy listening to other coaches and hearing their perspectives. You had a lot of great coaches that come on here and talk. I'm not going to start naming them because I'll leave somebody out. But I'm telling you, as for resources for coaches, this is a great resource. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you just being there. And I'd also like to thank you for letting me participate in this manner and talking about our guys and highlighting what we're doing out here in Oregon, because I think we got a pretty good wing T team here, and I don't mind showing it off.
Man, good for you, Coach. Yeah, appreciate the kind words, man. Happy to have you, glad to have you. And now I'm going to need to have you again, especially, how about after a deep playoff run next fall?
Sounds good to me, man.
Heck yeah. All right, Coach. Well, I hope you have a great night. Look us up at any time, man.
Will do.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Fellas, that's a wrap. Had a great night. Appreciate you. Hope you'll come back and join us tomorrow night. Won't be Wing T Talk, but still a team that runs the heck out of the ball. And Jonathan Guess, I think you'll really enjoy him. We'll see you guys.